Hey YouTube, it's Ricky. I'm actually here listing. It's a Saturday. I just got done going to a bunch of sales, went to a bunch of garage sales. Had to cut it short because I'm actually at my store and it's a mess as always. I'm not so good at cleaning up, but I'm good at buying and I'm good at hustling. So I actually have dealers coming to the store to buy some mid-century modern furniture here. This is kind of a meeting place, so it's not really open to the public. It's just kind of my storage unit. This is where I do my Amazon, my eBay shipping, my listing. I have somebody that comes in once a week, does my listing. So all week I'll run around and buy stuff, drop it here, have them come in one day and list, and then I do the shipping. So I'll come here early in the morning, do my shipping, get it out. I like to do shipping myself. I actually think it's therapeutic. I actually enjoy doing it, and I want to make sure it's done right. So I do the shipping. I do the Amazon FBA books, which I'm doing right now. So I figured I'd talk to you while I'm doing my books. These books go to Amazon. I'm using Inventory Lab. I use the scanner when I go around and scan. I use FBA Scan by reseller tool. Works really well. I bought some records today, some rock records. Did pretty well today. Some vintage tools. I just keep adding things to the pile, so I buy small and big. So I'll literally run around, go to as many sales as possible. This weekend, actually the last 2 weekends have been off weekends. I'm usually constantly doing estate sales. So I own a estate sale business. So on the weekends I'm usually booked. So usually we'll start on a Friday and then we'll go into a Saturday. If it's a really good sale, if the house is packed, we'll go into a Sunday. So just so happens the last 2 weeks I didn't have any sales. So I actually had some free time to run around, which I love. And sometimes when I get that off time, I kind of enjoy the picking process more than doing the estate sales sometimes. But the estate sales is where the majority of my money comes from. So this is all. Now I can lay around all week and do nothing, right? I do really well on the weekend. That's my main focus, is building that business. But you need to be a hustler. I mean, in this business, first of all, you're constantly learning. So I'm running around, and as I'm buying things, I'm learning pricing, and then it works for me at my own estate sales. When I'm actually the one selling to you, to the thrifter or to the retail market or whoever comes to the sale. So it's constantly a learning process, and I like to stay busy, so I'm constantly running around. So I wanted to talk about a post that I posted on Instagram that got really good feedback. And I'm super happy because, my number one thing is I really want to help people. How I learned all my stuff is working in my family business. My dad owns a clean out company and he's had an antique store for years. So he used to do house clean outs, and we used to get to keep all the stuff. So we used to get the coolest stuff. You wouldn't believe the stuff that people would throw out. So in turn, he would sell stuff at the store. I would learn the pricing. This is over 20 years of learning. But again, you're constantly learning every day. That's why I love being a part of Facebook, Instagram, all these groups. People are posting stuff they're buying. So you're constantly getting feedback from each other, and it's really awesome. So this post was about diversifying. So I see a lot of people kind of stuck on clothing, stuck on books, or they only deal with antiques or whatever it is, and I posted that you should absolutely diversify. I did a little challenge while you're out and about at the sales, at the estate sales, garage sales, flea markets. Try something new. Buy something you never bought before. You know what I mean? And just give it a chance. Don't spend too much money. And I actually even offered for people to send me photos of something while they're out. And they did. The response has been great. And again, that's what fuels me. That's why I'm even doing these videos. This is why I'm posting so much content on Instagram, Facebook, is because I absolutely want to share my knowledge and learn from you. So anybody follows me, I'm trying to follow them, and it's just, it's a community. So I absolutely believe in diversifying. buy something you don't know. Use your inner thrift. You know, you have this gut feeling about things, right? When you're out and about. I mean, a lot of times, if I'm not even sure, and let's just say you don't have phone service, right? It happens. You go to a basement sale, you go to a church sale, this, that, and you have to use your inner intuition, right? So being a thrifter, you kind of have that thing, you know? And especially if something looks old or unique sells, just pick it up and give it a try. You know, I don't recommend spending a ton of money because you never know. You may make some mistakes along the way, but it's all a learning process. And even if you buy something super cheap, at least you make your money back. Hopefully, at least you'll make your money back and you just keep going from that point, right? And sooner or later, you will score. Just like when you go to garage sales, you know, right now maybe you're not doing so well. Maybe you're going to a bunch of sales, you're not finding anything. I suggest you watch some of my videos. I have a video about the top 10 hottest trends right now, things that are selling at my estate sales. So you could check that out. You can follow me on Instagram. The info will be posted in this video. Also, please subscribe. You know, I'm pretty new to this, so I just want to start putting out as many videos as I could. I would love to do a daily vlog. I'm working on that. Let's see what happens. You know, it's kind of hard to video as you're running around. I'm really fast. You know, I can't kind of slow down. It's really hard for me to slow down, do the video. You know, at these sales, you need to move really fast because if you don't, there's somebody right behind you, right? So if I could get somebody to actually video me, would be great. So I'll work on that. So again, I put out a challenge out there, and I want you to challenge yourself. If you're into, you know, if you only buy records, try something new. You never know. You might do really well. Beginner's luck, right? You might score on something, then you say, wow, I didn't know this does. And then it's all about opening yourself up to different streams of income. So I always recommend you want to sell on eBay, you want to do Amazon. People are doing really well on this Posh website. You do clothing, get on this Posh thing. I see people doing really well. Etsy, local money, you know, obviously Facebook is an amazing platform. Local, you don't have to pay no fees. Works out excellent. Craigslist is still good. And vice versa, good for buying and selling, right? So I absolutely think you should challenge yourself. If you need any help, I'm here to help. Send me some pictures. If you're at a sale, snap a picture quick. I'll try to get to you as quick as I could, see it, and tell you to buy it or not. Or, you know, again, use your own intuition. Do your research real quick if you could. And I wish you well. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe. If you need help, I'm here to help. Tag me, post some pictures. I want to see how you did, what you're selling. This is my store. It's a disaster, but I'm just gonna, these are some books that I'm working on right now. Some records. Let's see what we have. Rock records, people. Even if you don't know it, just buy it. Buy it in bulk, deal with it later. If it's classic rock, you want to try to pick it up. Condition's pretty good. I mean, usually records are stored in these crates, right? So they're not great, but the records themselves are pretty good. I went through them. Do some books. Some Blu-ray discs. I'll actually scan these. Even though I can't sell them on Amazon, I'll sell them on eBay. So, some vintage tools. I'll show you some of the mess here. Some clothing. Picked this vintage jacket up the other day. I have to get to work, start posting some of this stuff. I actually have a bunch of clothing at my storage unit. This is some stuff that's already listed up on eBay. There's E.T. in the window. His neck is actually broke. That's why I have this little book propping him up. But this is great. I mean, the traffic here is excellent. I have my sign up there. People stop in all the time. Are you interested in buying this, buying that? We're interested in doing an estate sale, this, that. So, honestly, not opening up to the public is fine. I do just as well online or working with the dealers. Nice piece of modern mid-century furniture right here. More books. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching.